Another conference we did one time was this group down in Atlanta. And that's a quote from one of the people that we talked to. One of the things they had us do was the director, guy in the middle in the top row, Chuck. He wanted us to debrief with everyone because there were some relational problems going on within the group. And one of them, one of the women that met with Jan and I said, you know, this place is a keg of dynamite and it's ready to blow any minute. And it all had to do with a conflict between two of the people within that group. And Chuck had warned us about this, but we were able to spend some time with each of them individually. And then there was one really significant meeting where the whole group was together. And out of the blue, one guy just starts blasting one of the other people, just really criticizing her, and he just went on and on. Everybody else was quiet. And then he said, and everybody else thinks the same way on our team. And all of a sudden, one by one, each person says, no, I don't feel that way. No, I don't feel that way. And it was an extremely awkward. Do you remember that? No. Yeah. But then, and this is where prayer really comes in. It was, I think it's been the highlight of my last 10 years spiritually, because one of the guys said, I think we ought to pray. And so we did, as a whole group. I mean, it really was ready to blow. And so we just prayed, and all of a sudden, you know, one person after another just started confessing their sins. They said, you know, I was critical of you. And it wasn't even the two people that had the conflict. They said, you know, I was wrong, and I asked for your forgiveness. And it went back and forth like that for over an hour. And it just diffused the whole thing. And we got to watch that. You know, we got to be part of that. It was such an exciting time. And then the original thing where you thought the thing was going to blow up, it just kind of fizzled out. Because people saw the sin in somebody else, and they said, you know, I'm just like him. You know, even though he's making a fool of himself criticizing this woman, you know, I've done the same thing because I've gossiped. And one after another they confessed to the leader, they confessed to Chuck, things that they were doing to undermine him, and it was just a great time. And I thought, wow, this is God really at work, and it was certainly nothing that we did. And then later during the course of the week, we got to pick up some of the pieces, some of the damage. We met with both people that had been the beginning of this story, and there was some real healing in their relationship. And so it was just a great thing. And someone from the outside needed to do that. It wasn't something that they could do internally, because there was just so much heightened emotion with everything. And someone like Janet and I, Janet was with me, you know, we didn't have any axe to grind, we didn't have any dogs in the fight, you know. We were just there for their well-being as an organization and as individuals. So that's one of the things we do.